Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my client spotlight series. And today I'm joined by the amazing Antonia. Now, Antonia has been in Sacred Family Pleasure for how many rounds now? I think like five,
Four.
four. Oh my gosh. And I've
Yeah.
seen this woman blossom into this amazing, confident woman. So, Antonia, I want you to introduce yourself to everyone.
Okay. So, hi, my name is Antonia. I'm I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a Muslim convert. Alhamdulillah. I work in corporate in Germany to be precise. And yeah, I'm also a sister.
I love it. And she's a sister now, Sacred Family Pleasure. She's our sister now. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Antonia, I want to ask the first question. What made you join Sacred Feminine Pleasure?
So, what made me join for the first time was that I had been following you for a few weeks or months, and I read your posts on femininity and what you described about femininity. I was so yearning for that, and it seemed so out of reach for me, but I yearned for it so badly. And I knew that I had certain behaviors. I had become aware of those behaviors for quite some years, but I didn't know how to get rid of them. And I knew it was threatening the peace in my home, and I needed help fixing them. So yeah, when you introduced your program for the first time, I thought, well, that's the perfect opportunity.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that, Antonia.
Mhm.
Alhamdulillah. It's been an amazing journey. I've like literally watched you like become a mother. Allahumma barik. If I remember you were pregnant, right?
Yes.
And then you had the
Yes, I
baby.
was
I was like,
pregnant.
oh my gosh. And now she's one, right?
Yeah, and that was one thing as well. I didn't want my daughter to pick on certain traits that I was actually trying to get rid of. I didn't want to pass them on to her. And I also didn't want to, because I was, yeah, I knew that I was creating stress around me, and I didn't want a baby to be born into a stressful surrounding. So yeah, that as well.
MashaAllah. I mean, may Allah bless you for that and reward you for that because that's such a big step to take and a big like it's like you're taking accountability for yourself. So that's just so admirable as well. 'Cause I know for a lot of us women, sometimes we just think it's okay, I will deal with it when it comes and I can handle it alone. But you took the step to actually get help, which is amazing. So tell me about your experience in Sacred Feminine Pleasure. Um, like what was abundance rewiring like? Because I know a lot of Muslim women like get confused about hypnosis and what it is. So what was your experience with that?
So actually, you can imagine it's like Erosi takes your mind on just a wonderful journey, and it's a really safe and relaxing experience. And yeah, sometimes it's that relaxing that I actually fell asleep. But the thing is, I know that it's working nevertheless, because there have been so many times where I've woken up directly at the end when you ask us to come back to full awareness. So I knew that a part of me was listening all the time, although I was sleeping. And yeah, so it's I would say totally safe and yeah, fine experience.
I love that. And what's changed in your life since being a Sacred Feminine Pleasure? What's like transformed?
There have been so many things, I have to say, but I think the main thing is that I actually feel safe now almost all of the time. I realized after, I think it was actually this round, I realized that I just didn't feel safe, although there was no real threat around me. Alhamdulillah, I live in a safe in a safe country. I've got everything I need. Alhamdulillah, there's no real threats, but yeah, nevertheless, there were some issues that were just creating stress inside of me, and uh, I've managed to get rid of those with your help and the help of Allah, and that's due to sacred feminine pleasure. And another thing is that I'm now able to get out of, or I have gotten out of autopilot response. Those were the things that I knew I was doing some things I didn't want, but I just did not know how to stop. And yeah, you managed to not only make me stop, but install new behaviors, so to replace the old ones. So that was a big thing for me. And also, I realized that in many situations, I just copied my parents' behavior. And also in situation, also mashallah, they are doing really well, but there were some situations where it's not using me now as a grown woman, and I want to change that. So yeah, and that has also been a positive change. Yeah. And I would also say to manage my emotions. I've learned that from you as well. So if I get triggered, if there's something and I can't change my surroundings, but I can change the way I feel. And that will then change the way I react. And now I'm able to get me out of a funk really quickly with the techniques that you taught
Wow.
us.
Oh, that's amazing. That's feminine energy. Oh my gosh, you're just embodying feminine energy and just living to that result. That's amazing. Because a lot of us think, right, that feminine energy is just about being soft all the time or just self-care. But it's really about regulating your emotions and feeling safe to relax and feeling safe to just calm down and feeling
Yeah.
safe to like let go and step back. Because a lot of us women, like when we're in that autopilot response, we want to fix it straight away. Like, I need to fix it, I need to fix it. But the fact that you're able just to relax and slow down and regulate yourself, that is powerful. So well done, Antonia. And you know, it's been so amazing coaching you. Like, oh girl, the way you are, Allahumma barik fi me. Allah continue to bless you. The way you are, so you just understand yourself very well. You understand who you are. You know what you want. And I feel like that's the reason why you got such tremendous results in Sacred Femme Pleasure. Because girl, you held yourself accountable. I was just like, this girl knows how to take responsibility and hold herself accountable for certain events in her life.
Yeah.
That was just so inspiring. I was just so, oh girl, like I could go on, but that just really like warmed my heart and made me think, oh my God, Antonia, you're just gonna live your best life now, inshallah. Your best life is here, it's coming, more is coming your way because you're ready to receive it. So just thank you for being that way.
Thank you.
So the next question I have for you is, what was it like healing with other women? Because I know a lot of us women, we like our privacy and we're afraid to like be vulnerable in a group. So what was that experience like?
It was a really good experience. I could feel a strong sense of sisterhood. And of course, each round is a little bit different, but all the women, they get vulnerable. And but it's a safe space to show this vulnerability. And yeah, maybe after some weeks, week 2 or week 3, you can tell that everybody is easing into it. And yeah, so it's also really so you could feel safe and feel confident to talk about certain things and to receive help. But it's also really inspiring to see how the sisters around you are changing. And it's also really heartwarming to see how everybody feels for everybody else and wants to support. And yeah, because we are also in contact on Facebook during the program, and yeah, we can also support each other there and share our experience. And yeah, we get a lot of cheer for everything from each other. And yeah, that's a really good experience.
Oh, I love that. And especially for women who are like so used to being alone and figuring out yourself, like the sisterhood is there in Sacred Feminine Pleasure. There's no judgment. Like you could come with like the worst in your mind, the worst case scenario, and we're all there just to support you and hold you. And I feel like all you ladies do that so well. Like I feel that is like just the biggest part of all the ladies, like all of you ladies who came to this round of Sacred Feminine Pleasure, the way you meshed together and the way you just held each other was so beautiful to see. And I know it's scary for us to like be in a group with other women sharing our deepest secrets, our deepest intimate parts of ourselves. But that the fact that, oh my gosh, that you were able to hold yourselves and you never met each other, by the way. You're strangers on the internet. You're only
Yeah.
talking on Zoom and you don't even know each other, but it's just that safe space. Oh, it's just so beautiful to witness. So my final question to you, Antonia, is what would you say to the woman who is thinking about joining Sacred Feminine Pleasure, but she's on the fence and she's thinking, I don't know if it's right for me. What would you say to her?
I would say to her, don't think twice. That's a perfect opportunity, and you are guaranteed to get results. Not only that, you are guaranteed to get results in areas that you didn't even expect something happening, that you didn't even expect results. And yes, you will have, yeah, so many breakthroughs. Just go for it and don't think twice.
Oh, Amazing. Thank you so much, Antonia, for doing this with me. I love you so much. May Allah continue to bless
Love you
you
too.
and your family
Mm.
and give you the
وياك.
best of this life and hereafter. I mean,
وياك. I mean.
take care, my love.